I overheard mom promise my brother, your sister will cover the debt. She never refuses family. My husband said, move every penny that night. A week later, mom knocked. I said the one word she never expected. I was standing on my parents' porch with a lemon cake when I heard my mother say my name. The screen door was open. Her voice carried clean through the mesh. Don't stress about the debt, baby. We'll have your sister cover it. A pause. A chair creaking. She never refuses family. I set the cake down on the top step. I walked back to my car. I didn't knock. I'm a bookkeeper. I keep ledgers for 3 small businesses in town. Numbers don't have a tone. Numbers don't sigh at you across a kitchen table. Numbers just tell the truth. And the truth I drove home with was this. My family had just decided to spend $48,000 of my money without asking me. Not $48,000 I had lying around. The money my husband Daniel and I had saved for 4 years of packed lunches and skipped vacations. The money for our 3rd round of IVF. The maybe baby we were still building toward. Dollar by careful dollar. My mother wasn't reaching for my savings. She was reaching for a child we hadn't had yet. I don't think she knew that. That's almost worse. Daniel was at the kitchen table when I walked in without the cake. He listened to the whole thing without interrupting. Then he looked at me with that quiet problem-solving look. Open a new account tonight, he said. Different bank. Your name only. Move every penny. Not next week. Tonight. He got up and made me tea while I sat there staring at the number I knew by heart. Then I opened my laptop and I started moving. My mother called the next morning. Sweet voice. The sweetest she gets, right before she wants something. She circled around to a joint account we'd opened years ago to manage my grandmother's care. The old woman had died in 2019. The account just sat there, both our names still on it. A door I'd forgotten to close. She wanted it kept open. Handy for family things, she said. I smiled into the phone and said I had to get back to work. Then I went to the attic and pulled out a shoebox I hadn't opened in years. Inside, carbon copy checks, printed receipts, old transfer records. And at the bottom, folded in quarters, a promissory note in my brother Travis's own handwriting. I, Travis Mercer, owe my sister Kendra $4,500 to be paid back when the bar turns a profit. His signature. Big and loose and sure of itself. The bar never turned a profit. The $4,500 never came back. I sat on the attic floor and built a ledger. Clean, dated, every line backed by a stub. The apartment deposit, the truck transmission, the Christmas heating bill, the bar lease, twice, a dozen smaller ones, repaid column, zeros, all the way down, $26,400, my own money, handed over in love. Never returned, never acknowledged. My mother's text arrived Saturday morning with the number finally written out. Your brother needs $48,000. Family doesn't let each other drown. We'll sort out the account when we're all together. You always do the right thing. By which she meant, you always pay. Then the bank called. Someone had tried to move money from the joint account. She'd gone to the bank before coming to my house. She'd reached into the one room she still had a key to. She found $3,200, almost all of it her own money, nothing else. Because I'd spent the week quietly carrying the furniture out the back. Saturday afternoon, they came in like they owned the place. My mother settled onto my couch like she was hosting. Travis took the armchair. His wife Brooke perched on the arm, already filming. My father sat at the edge of the love seat staring at his hands. I stayed standing. My mother launched into her speech. Travis's debt, the collectors, the family closing ranks. And then she reached over and patted my hand. You never refuse family. I set the folder on the table and opened it. The ledger, every dollar. The zeros down the repaid column. Travis's promissory note, his handwriting, his signature, his joke, the bank letter, the nearly empty savings account, the date at the top, 2 weeks ago, the night I came home without the cake. My mother stared at the page. Then she looked up. You already moved it. Before you ever came over. You knew. I heard you through the screen door, I said. And my husband told me to move every penny that night. She came off the couch, voice cracking open. You ungrateful, selfish girl. After everything we did, Travis was shouting. Brooke was narrating into her phone. I stood still and let them come apart because I'd already said the only word that mattered. The one my mother had spent 34 years making sure I'd never say. I refuse. The well was empty and they'd only just found out. Full story on channel, link below.